Morning, everyone. If you're watching this, it means you have renewed your subscription for a further month at least. A massive thank you. We appreciate the support. It means the world to us. Generally is allowing us to chase a dream. And we've had a couple of new people join up, so welcome to you as well. This is Breakfast Show where anything goes. Myself and Gonzo spoke about West Ham a little bit. In this office, quite a lot of non-West Ham stuff comes up. Gonzo's just cutting up paper for a ticket draw.
That's for the Brighton ticket. So I'm going to do the draw now, and I said I'd let whoever wins it know by 10 o'clock. So as you can make provisions to get there, make your arrangements, babysitters, whatever you've got to do. So I'm literally going to draw this today. So yes, there we go. So excuse me, well, if you wonder what I'm doing, I'm screwing up 6 names to put into a hat, even though I don't have a hat.
Anyway, how you feeling anyway?
Good, thanks, mate. Yeah, good. Looking forward to it, actually. Don't mind when this feels. I like this Wednesday game, and then Saturday game. That's different. I don't know why. Funny, isn't it? Really.
It's because you've got Sunday. Different. I think it's because you've got Sunday free.
Yeah, maybe.
In a weird way, I used to really enjoy Sundays, back-to-back games, Super Sunday, whatever. When West Ham played on the Saturday, you sit down on Sunday. It might be a rubbishy game. The first one might be rubbish. It might be like, well, Tottenham Brentford. They're playing tomorrow night. It might be a rubbish game followed by a good one, like Chelsea Man United. You think, hello. Get a bit of lunch, sit down, watch games back to back, chill out, and then I've got my evening on Sunday kind of thing. They've been taken away from us now. We don't have Sundays anymore as West Ham fans. They're gone.
Yes.
So now, this weekend, I'm looking forward to it as well. And I think it's the first midweek game we've had, I think. That's a Premier League game. It's always League Cup or Europa League. It's Premier League. I think it's a bit of an important one. Going into this game, Brighton haven't won in 8, but also West Ham have never beaten Brighton in the Premier League in 8 games. So perhaps something's changing tonight, or it's going to be a draw. As simple as that. Then both records carry on for another week anyway. So you've got all your little snowballs ready?
I've got them all there.
Go on then. Pick the lucky winner. Or the unlucky winner.
I'm actually going to pull up my jumper and then stick them in my jumper. So I'm not even going to look.
It's like a kangaroo pouch.
You say stop.
Stop. I think this is how they should do the lottery draw, it'd be a bit more fun than that machine, wouldn't it?
Tommy.
Like, Tommy. Tommy. Get your surname.
Tommy Russell Jr. Tommy Russell Jr. He says, oh, yes, please. Put my name in a hat. Please, Gonzo. There you go. So that's Tommy's one. And just so as you know, literally everyone was in there.
Oh, people trust you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, I like the, everyone. Look, trust me, Callum. Look, everyone was in there. So there we go.
Tommy,
well done, Tommy.
Tonight. Oh, he's in the live chat. He's in the live chat. There he is.
Hey, Tommy.
There you go, Tommy.
I'll tell you what. Brilliant. Hey, no worries, mate. Tell you what to do in this. In the messenger of Patreon, you can send us a message. I know you signed up with an email, but it'll just save me, because time is of the essence. It will save me having to trawl through it all, Tommy, mate. So send me your email, the one you want it sent to, and I will send you the tickets. As soon as we've finished this, myself and Jez finished talking about the game, I'll send you the tickets to that email. And they're front row, by the way. They're front row seats. And like I said in the ticket video, we will try and we don't advertise it as a perk of patronage, because we're not always going to be able to do it. There'll be times when we want to go to the games or whatever. I've got a spare ticket. My old man says, can I go? I'll give him my ticket, of course, but we will carry on. But these are actually donated by a patron, and it's just really nice to build this community up. So we've given away quite a lot of tickets this season. We'll continue to do so, just so you know. So always keep your eyes peeled. If we can't make it, we're highly likely to list a ticket on here. And to be fair, we pay for our season tickets with your patronage anyway, so we're not gonna sell them on. I mean, you're welcome to them. So there you go. So well done. Well done. Well done, Tommy. And I don't really want to say who's donated the tickets, because it's just in case, But I thank him very, very much. He's a regular. You'd recognise his name. Put it that way.
Anyway, speaking of tonight's game, Aaron Kerswell's a big doubt. I think I don't expect to see him. Are you expecting to see Aaron Kerswell?
I do. Yeah, I do.
I
just don't. Because I don't think it's muscular. I say muscular. I don't think it's leggy, if you know what I mean. I think he's got a bruised back. And listen, don't get me wrong. I think if you do your spine, you do a disc, or you do something like that, backs are nasty injuries. But I don't think this is that. I think he's got bruised, and also don't trust David Moyes. So I think he might play, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think he'll play. For some reason, I think it's because anyone that's had a back injury, and everybody has, knows they're bloody painful, no matter what it is. Even if it's just a small muscle injury, whatever, your lower back is something that just restricts you massively. Your movement is sore. I don't think we'll see Creswell. We're playing Chelsea on Saturday. I think Moyes might think it's not worth risking him and then losing him for a longer period of time. I'll be surprised if Creswell starts. So I'm expecting Ben Johnson left back though, and Soufal right back. I think this actually allows David Moyes an opportunity to get Soufal back into the team without having to drop anyone.
Yeah.
Before heading into tonight's game with a fully fit Creswell, you might be thinking, what do I do here? Because Creswell would start, so what do I do right back? To drop Johnson, although he's not played badly, but I want to get Soufal back. I think tonight it's like, oh, hello, Creswell, you sit this one out, mate. You're a bit sore. Move Johnson over there, take Soufal in, happy days. And I think that's what we'll see tonight. It's hard, isn't it? Because you don't know what Potter's going to do with Lamptey. Potter's been managing his return from injury very, very carefully. And part of me thinks he won't play him, but then the other side of me thinks he will because he's under pressure a little bit. No wins in 8. It's a bit of pressure. You don't want to be going 9 games. You know, Newcastle.
Who's their next game? Brighton.
Couldn't tell you.
I'll look now. Go on, carry on.
So I think there's a bit of pressure on Brighton tonight to get the 3 points. And when, as a Brighton fan, you must think West Ham's a bread and butter game, really, because you always beat. Well, I think they've won 3 and drawn 5 or something like that in 8 Premier League games. So they don't always beat us, but they're unbeaten against us. This is the best team to play against in Premier League history. So who are they playing?
Well, they've got Southampton, then they got Tottenham, then Wolves, then Man U. So a load of easy games, really. They'll think certainly after they play us. Then Brentford, yeah. So actually, they're in a. They've got a real. I think if I was Graham Potter, if I was a Brighton fan, I'd probably look at that and think there's a little run of games there before they go and play Chelsea and some of the harder teams, maybe. So I think I'd be interested to see what he does with Lamptey, but I wouldn't also be surprised because Southampton. I only looked at the league this morning. It's funny, isn't it? I've been concentrating so much at the top of the league, I forget to look down. Right? I just assume Norwich are down there and so on and so forth. But it was only after sort of looked at the result, the Norwich Newcastle one, I think it was. It is funny. It is funny. You get these perceptions. So before we played Wolves, I sort of had a perception. I thought, how are they 8th? You know, before we played them, they were 8th. It surprised me. And so I sometimes think teams are doing worse or better than they actually are. And so one of Southampton, I thought, oh, look, Southampton are down there. I also saw Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace played 14 games and got 16 points. But my perception is they've been doing really well. But probably they've accumulated as many or more points under Roy Hodgson. Don't get me wrong. I think they're transitioning. I think their football's obviously better. But it's fun. I just find the league table is a funny old thing. And Norwich aren't even bottom. Newcastle are bottom. So funny, isn't it, really? Anyway, so there you go. Southampton, they might well fancy their chances. Little South Coast derby as well.
Yeah, but Brighton will fancy their chance against Southampton. They're not
that's what I'm saying. Team, Southampton, that's what I meant. He might be targeting that one for Lamberty rather than tough old West Ham.
Yeah, so don't be surprised if we don't see Lamptey tonight. I was rooting for Norwich last night when they played Newcastle. Actually, I want to see Newcastle go down, and I've not really got any preference whether Norwich stay up or not. I just want Newcastle to get relegated. I like to see them struggle. And like you said, it's about perception. I know an Everton fan, and he said last night, he said, bloody hell, if Everton win this, if Norwich win tonight, they're only 3 points behind us. He said, what the hell's going on? That's how crap we are at the minute. Did you see that? There was a footage from Everton played Brentford on Sunday. Brentford won 1-0. Yes. There's a clip from the away end, the Everton fans. Really funny, actually. There was about 5 or 6 Everton players and Rafa standing on the pitch looking at the away end. They're just like looking at it. And all the way in, they're giving them the V's and telling them to F off and stuff. So the players have come over to applaud them, and all the fans have gone, no, F off, get out of here. We don't want you to applaud. You're crap. Piss off. Put some effort in, kind of thing. It's really toxic at Goodson Park at the minute. And they keep showing them their new stadium, and everybody's like, F the new stadium.
Don't want the new stadium.
Team. Yeah, Rafa Benitez has had about £1 million to spend. Give us something here. Give us something to look forward to, because they're just dire at the minute. They're a club. It's in a big mess, and they're genuinely worried they're going to be the next Sunderland Everton fans at the moment. They're just thinking, we're plummeting like a stone. Good news for them. Phil Calvert-Lewin's back in training to some extent. But it's just
epic
funny,
mismanagement if that happens with such a big club. Epic mismanagement. I think Everton have been in the top division for all my life.
Yeah, well, they've never been relegated. They've always been in the top division for their whole history, almost
30 years or whatever it might be. Yeah, I mean, a serious mismanagement if that club gets relegated. You have to, and you would look firmly and squarely, actually, at the owner. They come in, these people, some of them, all guns blazing. 50 million on Sigurdsson, 50 million on Iwobi or whatever. You know, what are you doing? 35 million on Balassi, and these players invariably don't work out, and they throw money around. I think it's frightening, actually. Some of the people that take over football, you know me, but I'm not a great fan of takeovers anyway, just generally. But I just think it's frightening, and I think I know I dig a lot of clubs out, and I do, and I like to wind, you know, Gio, I like to wind people up in previews, particularly because I know there's going to be some opposition fans watching, and I like to wind them up a bit. But I think it's terrible, you know, when football clubs get in trouble. These people that own them, they've got no bloody idea, and I've been working my way through that report from the government report into football. Been really interesting. It looks like they are going to implement that. The owners will have to consult fans before they move stadium and stuff like that in future. And I'm just looking through the report now. I have been since last week. It's really, really detailed.
Did you see Karen Brady's comments on it?
I haven't. No, what did she say?
Interesting, as a West Ham fan, she basically said it's important to consult fans about stuff. You don't, hang on a minute. But then she's also quite dismissive. They're sort of trying to, I can't remember the person's name, forgive me, but someone in particular is spearheading a bit of a campaign to try and get money from the Premier League filtered into the EFL. So get rid of your parachute payments, get rid of them, and give us the money evenly, split it evenly, and give us all a share of it. And obviously, the Premier League are trying to kick back a little bit, saying, well, whoa, no, you're not getting that money. That's our money. This is the Premier League's money. You're not entitled to this money. And I think Karen's very much on that hymn sheet, which is, no, you don't deserve a piece of the pie. It's the Premier League. It's divvied up into 20 pieces, you know, not 92 pieces or something. Karen's very much, she's not come across very well. And Accrington Stanley, chairman, who I like on Twitter, he's very outspoken. And he's certainly spoke up about Karen Brady, basically saying, what is she chatting about, kind of thing, and saying that this is what she said is not good for football, kind of thing. And he's made her a target. And what I liked, I'm pretty certain he's done it on purpose. He spelled Karen wrong. He put it with one R. And it's little small details like that. I think you've done that on purpose to try and wind her up even more. So you've had a pop her that I'm going to spell your name wrong as well. There you go. I'm just going to call it Karen with one R.
But the thing is with this, and that's why I'm going to read. So obviously I will be, you know, talking about it, because it is. I don't think it's one of those videos, Gio, that you want to, one of those videos that you want to do. That's not going to get a ton of views, right? It's not, because it's not particularly interesting. So, you know, and the truth of the matter is, do a video yesterday, and I know I titled it "West Ham's next striker." I know it's the truth is, I know it's going to get 5,000 views. I'll do this and I'll title it, and it's going to get 2,000 views. But the people that watch it, will be the people that want to watch it. So it's a video worth doing. And the thing is, and what I'll be covering in that is so much of English football stitched themselves up on this, including basically the FA was so keen to get rid of the Football League that they basically got into bed, basically, and founded the initial Premier League was the FA Premier League. So basically the FA took power off the Football League to try and give it to the top 20 clubs of the country. In the end, the top 20 clubs in the country booted the FA out. It's no longer the FA Premier League. So our governing body, and we're pretty exclusive in this, right? That our governing body doesn't really have any power. They have the national team and they deal with referees and grassroots football. You watch cricket, the ECB rules cricket, rugby, the RFU rules cricket. The football associations of every other country pretty much have to make decisions on their top leagues. Basically, the FA painted themselves into that corner and gave themselves no power. The Football League booted out a regulator. So basically, the They have no regulator. The Premier League and the Football League have no regulator. And what they did is they create a void. So they've all got themselves to blame that the government would come here and say, you lot can't manage yourselves. Because they were all got so greedy, all of them, the Premier League financially and the FA from a power point of view, they wanted to punish the basically the Football League. And now you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. And now the government are saying, you boys, basically, it's like Lord of the Flies, basically. And you boys, we're going to go and put somebody in to be in charge here. And quite frankly, they all deserve it. And Karen Brady's got nothing to complain about because they've taken the riches for too long.
Yeah, but I say Karen's made her name and her money off the back of it as well, isn't she? She's benefited from it all. Even years, I'd argue the government aren't fit to run anything at the minute. Never mind telling people how to run their show, and then you get their own house in order. What a shambles!
But they'll put people in. They'll put people in place that do know about football. And the irony is, the government will put the fans and give the fans more power, and they'll do that as a direct result of everybody else trying to power strip off of everybody else. It's fast. I just want to get the full report first, but actually, stuff like that. It is a minefield, but it's really interesting, actually.
A massive minefield. Anyway, shall we wrap up there? It's been 60 minutes. Don't want to keep you too long. 7:30 kickoff tonight. It's on Amazon Prime. I like it on Amazon, actually. It's a bit behind. Good. Everybody's at different times because everybody's watching it on a... Well, yeah, because everyone's got different internet speed.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody's a few seconds out here and there. We were comparing it last night because before, when Amazon were on this time last year, Paddy Power were behind because no one was allowed to attend games. It's a bit more difficult for gambling companies to regulate the play. So normally there's someone in the stadium. So there's usually someone in the stadium. So there's a yellow card to suspend the market immediately because there's a yellow card happening. Because they weren't in the stadium, we assume they were also relying on our stream. And some people at home streams were ahead of Paddy Power's stream. So last year, so say you're watching Brighton West Ham tonight, you could be ahead of the game. So you might have the odds up for, say, Saeed Benrahma to have a shot on target. Benrahma to have a shot on target. You could go on Paddy Power and back Saeed Benrahma to have a shot on target. And the bet's already won. Of course, comes with the risk. You'll get your account restricted once they catch on what you're doing. But you were betting on something that had previously already won. You knew who was going to win. So it was difficult to take the balance on not taking the piss and so on and so forth. So, So anyway, last night we were sort of looking out for it, but there was no chance last night. No opportunities to be had to make a little bit of money. So, anyway.
I'm sure you were looking. Someone's in the chat said they're looking forward to your card bet. But tonight, want to give everyone an early tip?
I've got two so far. I've done Hernandez of Watford. I can't remember his name is Juan Hernandez or Cuco Hernandez or something like that.
Obi-Wan Hernandez.
Something like that. He played right wing for Watford and he's playing Chelsea tonight. They'll show well, but they've got Marcus Alonso, so he's going to be chasing Marcus Alonso over the evening. And then I've also done Kyle Walker-Peters, who I think will be left back for Southampton, up against Adama Lukman of Leicester, who's one of their most valuable players, despite just joining and just getting into the team. He's getting kicked. He's getting kicked about the pitch, and also left back for West Ham tonight will be interesting if Lamptey starts. That'd be one. I had Firpo at the weekend against Lamptey, and Firpo got booked after 3 minutes. That was one of the quickest wins I've ever had. Yeah. So that's my two tonight. Hernandez and Kyle Walker-Peters. That's my two for this evening.
Wonderful.
Right, so we'll leave it there, my friend.
Yeah, Tommy, don't forget to message, please, mate, on the Patreon. Otherwise, I've got to go searching for your Dewberry What's It, if you pardon the expression. I'll keep an eye. I'll refresh it now. We'll get you the tickets right now. Enjoy the game, mate. All right? Enjoy the game. I'm sure you'll have a lovely time. And anybody that's going, enjoy the game. In fact, anyone that's home, enjoy the game. We'll be watching it. We'll see you at 6:25, as Gio said, for the build-up show. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Catch you in a bit.